after a certain age.
It's so funny because 12:51 a.m. I got this text.
From whom? Oh, for the love of God. Let's see.
Swipe through that way.
This way?
Yeah.
This is bizarre. She loves being naked. But that's as far as it goes, huh?
That's a video then. She sent a video.
Isn't that odd?
No, I love Kate.
Oh, I love her too, make no mistake. But I mean, her...
Sun will be up here in about.
There's a video.
Let's start over.
And where is she now?
Beautiful,
Down south?
almost sunrise in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
The sun will be up here in about 15
It would seem so, yes.
And then after the sunrise, comes the pool
Okay.
and the hot tub. But they say the hot tub's out of order, so I'm kind of pissed off. What you gonna do?
Why is she so beautiful? So that's just her sort of chatting with you and catching you up before she awaits her next...
Yeah, so I was asleep by then, and I texted her back this morning. Such a busy girl. Right.
Swimming and...
No.
I know.
Then she sent the swimming video.
Wow. She just sent all those... Those just look like pictures that I understood are on the internet, but I've never
No, these
seen
are
them.
not in. These are in the
No, I
hotel
know, but
room
that
last
type
night.
of picture with that kind of lingerie and that kind of sort of saucy... Oh, my goodness.
So she's like,
She's so friendly.
this one.
That's okay.
Is that the painter?
Don't I wish. Hi, oh, thank you very much. You're very welcome. Yeah, I got makeup.
She says, "LOL." I said, I said.
You're a busy girl.
I said first thing. Well, second thing I noticed was the sheets.
Oh, I didn't see the sheets.
I was like, "Get paid, Kate." So in the background, you see the bed.
Yeah.
So you can tell it's a hotel right away.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So she doesn't operate out of her own.
So she goes, "LOL." You know how it is. This one is totally hooked on me and is telling me he loves me. He wants to see me every week, so that's a good weekly base. I see him for an hour and a half. You do the math, poor man. I said, fuck that poor man. He probably ruined many lives to get all that money. And you know what you're doing. Keep him in love.
And I think, and probably that's probably what somebody would do is in order to keep the look. It's a business transaction.
Yeah.
If they want to pretend they're in love and you want to fake it for an hour, everyone wins.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, it's
Unless the wife finds out.
how come she seems so not jaded? She has a life that unless she
She's
is.
such a good soul.
Yeah, she does. She is.
All she wants to do is get enough money to buy land and build a place where all her friends can come. That's her goal in life. Enough about Kate.
That's adorable. No, but I'm happy to see her. She's an interesting chick. So yes, what was your? So we went into this escort business for 7 years.
Okay.
And
So we did
recruiting chicks.
the advertising.
Yeah, I like the advertising.
I would interview girls. They would have to get naked. No tracks or anything like that.
Right. They had to seem like wholesome.
Yeah, I never fucked around with them. I never, one girl actually tried to rape me. I mean, literally tried to rape me in my apartment.
Was she already an established?
She was working for us.
Okay.
Yeah. And, I mean, I had to fight her off physically. But everybody's like, yo, you must be getting so much pussy. I'm like, I don't touch them,
You might have been, but not for, was it like the don't crap where you eat kind of thing? I mean,
no, it was just,
you had enough more than you could deal with already?
it's just like...
It's good that you were professional.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good that you were not one of those people
Yeah.
so you didn't exploit these women over and above what they accepted.
Right.
Okay.
I think they probably gave me some, I don't know.
That's very interesting. I never...
Left me with some positive image of myself.
Under the circumstances, I guess that was the best you could do.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, but you weren't necessarily raised to be gentlemanly or anything like that, or to even see that kind of behavior model. So you knew how that was done.
And what I did was I would
You fought her off. It's funny.
No,
I mean,
physically.
yeah, I'm sorry that it came to that.
And
But
she was small.
then she went away. Did you fire her then? I guess there's nowhere to go with that.
Something else that happened with that. I actually ended up seeing her a couple times after that, being with her a couple times.
Out of in a non-professional
sexual
setting.
way, yeah.
She got what she wanted. It.
Walking out of her apartment as her boyfriend was approaching, and he saw me, and he just said, "God damn it!" and he threw this bottle of wine or whatever it was on the floor and just stomped away.
So that first time she'd done something like that.
Well, we knew each other very well.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, did you feel bad? No.
Not really.
Okay. He wasn't like a good friend or anything like that. You just an acquaintance.
He was. We lived next door to each other
Wow.
for a while.
Okay. That's interesting.
And that's the last time I saw him.
You certainly didn't have a drink with him after that.
Never saw him again.
Okay.
I don't even remember the girl's name.
And you probably didn't see the girl much after that. She wasn't that impactful in your life, I don't think.
No. I went to her apartment a few times, fooled around with her. She was doing her own thing. And I was protection. I was a driver.
Did you have to wait outside while people
I actually
transacted?
Actually, what I did was I would go to bachelor parties, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, did I ever tell you bachelor party stories?
No.
So bachelor
They
parties
always
are
make you
crazy.
cringe. They always make you cringe.
So believe me, everybody's lining up for a blowjob in the bathroom.
Okay.
That's exactly what happens, right? At these kind of bachelor
And
parties.
people go knowing that that's what's in store.
Well, maybe they don't.
Mhm,
Maybe
okay.
the groom surprises them.
Okay.
You have an option. You have to pay.
Huh.
Right? So these girls are literally just like
Little
making bank, Right?
Little the worse for wear at the end of the night.
Lines of, yeah. But so these two fucking jerks walk up to me and they say, "Why are you here?" I said, "Because I protect them." They said, "What are you going to do?" And I said, "I don't know, shoot somebody."
And then they're
They were like, "Whoa."
they're a badass until they're not. So that was part of your business too. Was these like the idea of those bachelor parties?
If they were strangers, yeah.
They seem funny, but they seem like cringeworthy. Like I can't believe.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't believe
cringeworthy.
people do that.
I can't even associate with that crap. Listen.
It's like you in strip clubs. Like it's just
Yeah, that's what
pitiful.
I say, yeah. And another we did for NYPD guys. Oh my God.
Oh dear.
Just badges and guns everywhere.
And
I sat there silently, stood against the wall silently,
for you, it might be a little triggering.
directing traffic at there were two bathrooms.
So you're visible. You're a visible presence.
Yeah.
As someone who's looking out for these girls.
Yeah.
Okay. Did anything terrible happen?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
I'm glad that wasn't a particularly horrible time in your life. No one died. Nobody OD'd in your presence. Nobody killed somebody behind closed doors.
Now, one of the girls wrote a book, and Madonna bought the rights to it, but she never made the movie.
Ah.
And this girl, she said, "You're in this book." So I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "So you remember so and so? She wrote a book, and you're in it. She doesn't use your name, but you're in it." And I think I was in prison, and we were corresponding through the mail.
Okay.
Or through telephone.
Your pen pals. Okay.
No, it was Laura.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she's like, "Brian, it's definitely you. Madonna bought the rights. She's gonna make a movie."
I don't even remember a story about Madonna buying the rights, but I do have a book called, by her, I think written by a man called "You'll Never Make Love in This Town Again," and it's
This was by an NYU student.
okay. It's another take. It's just a cheesy thing where they tell their stories of having sex with celebrities for money and stuff like that. So great, you've already been in a book. Terrific. All right, so because I just wanted to flesh that part out.
Yeah. I had to deal with the advertisers as well.
How'd you get the learning curve going? I mean, you weren't familiar with this line of work, right?
Please.
Not-
I've been hustling since,
Yeah, I guess. From
fucking
one way
9 years
or
old in a
another.
supermarket
That's
bagging
true.
groceries, right?
Columbia Street.
Yep, Columbia Street. Not a lot of people even know.
Well, you
it
actually
exists.
Probably, you think it still does? Pioneer.
No, it
people.
still does.
Pioneers.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even know Columbia Street exists.
And then the other place you lived in, was it called Catherine Slip?
Yeah, that's Smith Projects. Catherine Slip, because it ends at the water.
Right, right.
So it's Catherine Street, and then down on my end it turns into Slip.
And do you think it's still as benighted and horrible as it was when you were there?
It's
or-
worse now, I think. Well, I went to a really bad drug thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes these places get.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there today. They have a reunion every year. I never go.
Oh my God, I can't. It didn't sound like it was the happiest place for anyone to live. Like, no one's thriving there, and they're having a reunion.
They're having a reunion.
That would be interesting.
Every year they have a reunion. It's all over Facebook.
Oh my God. I always made a promise myself to never go to an event that required like a "Hello, my name is" tag. Or pretty much any social event.
And I just look at these guys and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Even with the rock scene, I mean, you guys are still wearing the same clothes. You know, they evolve or die. You know, it's like something
Right,
just
that's- yeah.
don't evolve.
I could take some of that advice, but I know there's something when you date yourself, when you do something.
Well, you're into a totally different thing.
Or
now,
well,
right?
it's not a performance thing.
Yeah, you're not wearing the same Metallica shirt that you had when you were 18.
Right, and I think it just ages it. The idea of a 55-year-old guy decked out, it
Yeah.
could work if you're Steve
Basketball
Tyler,
shorts
maybe.
and high tops.
You think it's just you think
Steven
of
Tyler's 72 and he looks great.
it. No, he's probably the exception.
Yeah.
And he walks around like, I'm Steven Tyler.
Oh, he's so nice too. He pulled me out of a meeting in Perry Street. Did I ever tell you that?
Pulled you out for what reason?
He said, "Can I talk to you outside?" I said, "Yeah, okay. Let's go." And I was so embarrassed. He said, "Bro," he said, "what's going on? Because you and me are the same person." He said, "You look like you're going to shoot with a bag of dope." I was like,
Was he clean at the time?
yeah. I was like, what makes you think that? He says, you're sitting in there tapping your vein on your arm. I was like, I was?
Only a junkie
I
would
was
know
sitting- I was
that.
sitting
I would
like this.
not pick up on
Right.
that necessarily.
And he says, what the fuck is going on? So I tell him, and he's like, we keep getting interrupted, and he's so nice, oh my God, I got a picture with you,
People really do that?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the one person who probably asks for it, but it seems uncalled for. Okay.
But he says, listen, and it's because I just found out about my daughter that I didn't know about.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right? And it was really, it was killing me. And my girlfriend at the time was trying to control the situation. And, that was,
Yeah, you posted about it in a very genteel way. I mean, you know what you're doing. You don't hang your dirty laundry out, but you alluded to meeting a daughter, right?
probably.
Yeah, there was a picture of the girl who was the mother. Asian, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
So, I was stressing out over that. He's like, dude, my wife and kids disown me. He said, I know what I know what you're feeling.
I guess
right
he'd be
now."
one of the very few people who actually would have a comparable situation.
He said, my daughter won't talk to me. She disowned me.
Hope that person didn't disown him forever. Can you imagine? Whatever happened to that daughter?
She used
yours.
to live on Perry Street, remember?
Your daughter?
Oh, my daughter? Oh,
Yeah.
it's on
Oh,
Stephen Tyler.
yeah. I remember that daughter.
So yesterday, again, talking to Kate, she told me about this app. So I said, all right, I'll check it out for you. So I downloaded it. And then there's a fee to get all the information. And I said, you know what, I'll do this once for a month. And claim your own page. So, because my name was there with all my information and wrong information.
Oh.
So once I claimed it, they don't release it.
Oh.
So I claimed my
Was
page.
she doing it for your protection?
I paid the $27. I also out of curiosity. Anyway, after I looked a couple people up, I started thinking, who can I look up?
Then you were there
And I
anyway.
said, let me see what's going on with Julie.
Okay.
Everything came back. She just bought a $1 million house in Queens. She works for Mary Kate and the Olsen twins.
Okay.
Her cell number, her email,
Address?
every previous address, every previous phone number, and a picture of her.
And this is Julie.
Yeah, Julie Lawrence.
Okay.
Yeah. And with their parents' name, who I know the parents' names.
Probably other people, other related people.
So under the dad's name, there's a red thing.
Yes.
It says there may be criminal files. So I clicked under his name.
Yeah.
This millionaire, great guy from adoption agency. He's got mostly vehicular stuff, but like fighting.
So like speeding tickets and fighting.
Fighting after traffic, stuff like that all over the country, right? And he's just like really well respected, big supporter of this adoption agency.
So he's a guy's probably known as a good guy who does good causes.
Damn
it! Why?
Socialite when they're a male.
A philanthropist?
They're socialites, both of them. The father.
But they're viewed by the public. Then he's not a household name, I gather. He's not anyone famous. I mean, I wouldn't know.
Something Lawrence. He's a philanthropist.
Okay, but people like that, do they all have a dark side? Every single one?
No.
You gonna tell me Jimmy Carter has a dark side?
Jimmy Carter. I'm not gonna tell you that.
I remember you shook his hand in a very perplexed manner.
Yeah. It was pre-election, so he wasn't very famous.
No, it was.
And I was young, cutting school in Central Park.
But you did shake his hand.
Yeah.
And apparently now, I don't know why I've had a crush on him. It's just part of my nerdy thing. And then I think he's a great human being.
He is excellent. He's a great guy.
And when he goes on airplanes, commercial planes, he shakes everyone's hand. I'm sure a lot of people probably don't even like him, but it seems very gracious.
Yeah. Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah, he really does. He really walks the walk. But maybe he's got, whores and, street fights.
Yeah, so now I have way too much information on it.
More than you wanted.
Yeah.
Are you amused by it? Or are you upset by it?
Why did I do this? Because it's tempting me to reach
I know,
out to
babe.
her.
Oh, okay. Just let it be.
You know what I want to do? I want to send her a 23andMe.
Oh, how funny.
Because I'm on there.
That's interesting. Look, sometimes it's not an ill-gotten gain. You're allowed to look anything up. That's but it's maybe you probably wish you didn't know.
Scare her.
But she's not bothering you.
Bothering me.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, you want to actually.
My mind, it bothers me. Yeah.
Okay.
Because this kid, they were homeless in the street, and I didn't even know about that.
I feel terrible because I know I get that part, but you certainly can't feel guilty for what you didn't know.
I know, but she probably, first of all, she says she doesn't believe I'm her father. But it's just, the timeline is undeniable. The fact that her mother's a lesbian, and,
Maury Povich would have a field day with it.
What?
Maury Povich would have a field day. Weirdest.
She's not the kind of girl who would go on one tour. I wouldn't go.
No, you're a private guy.
Oh, I don't want people to.
I have to make this abundantly clear.
Remember Sally Jesse?
I do.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't. She was kind of tedious.
Did I tell you about the show?
No.
Oh, so my mom
Undoubtedly a fan.
tracked down her son.
Her own son.
Yeah, who she gave up for adoption. It was a big story on the West Coast in the news. And when she came back, Sally Jesse Raphael's show wanted her to come on the show with her kids. And my mother asked me if I'd do it. And I was like, are you crazy? Amy, right away. I said, do you know how many people are going to say that's him? That's the guy.
You knew even as however old you were. 15, 20.
Something. I was like, are
She
you
asked-
crazy?
But how funny that your mom would absolutely want to do that.
Oh, she's such a media whore.
And did she?
No.
Okay.
They
It didn't come to pass.
None of the kids wanted to do it.
She actually raised sane kids.
Oh.
A few of them anyways.
My first thought was, do you know how many people are going to say that's him?
That's so funny. It's so goddamn funny. I think I have to. You may have mentioned that, or I'm going to find a way to work that in. And the last thing I want to bug you with is, all right. So you give me an idea of what the escort service thing was. Just a business at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It wasn't particularly sexy. It wasn't particularly dangerous because you knew how to kind of keep it. Was that true?
We took credit cards.
How do you do that?
We took credit cards.
How do you do that?
The girls carried around the machine.
Right, but you had what was it billed to? LLC, I mean.
I forgot, but
Okay.
I honestly don't remember.
And it was a lucrative business.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that you lived above Boxers. I think it's just a funny
Yeah.
visual for me.
Yeah, duplex apartment.
Yeah, I didn't know there was an apartment there. That place was a favorite of
Garden,
mine.
Garden outside. I don't know. And I told you I built the escape latch under the patio.
Yep. On every level, it sounds like what anybody would aspire to, but... And you got to go to the Gristini's. It's right across the street. I don't even know if that place was there.
We ate out every day and took taxis everywhere.
So you're just overpaid.
Or delivery.
Right.
We didn't go to Gristini's.
Yeah, Ashley doesn't sound terribly domestic.
No.
And she's...
But, okay, here's my real role, though, was keeping everything together. Like, I was the glue.
You did say that.
That kept it. I was literally
In
the
every
glue.
sense of the word. You did for the
Yeah.
business, for your son.
Uh-huh. For her drug life.
For someone you didn't much like, that was a big sacrifice. I know you like the money, so I get
Yeah.
that. But it was something beyond
But
that.
then it became addiction,
Okay.
to heroin. But, because as soon as I was gone, it all fell apart. It all fell apart.
So you were able to take... Look, I understand that you may have spun down, but you still have these very good fixer tendencies.
Yeah.
Which is good. I
Like,
mean,
listen,
kept
get
you
up.
alive.
Get up, you've got to do this, and this, this has to happen now, keep the house clean or hire the house cleaner
Right.
or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Make sure the kid gets to school, at least gets to school before lunch.
And without you taking over, she would not have done any of those things.
No.
She wouldn't have picked him up. She wouldn't have been maternal.
No, she didn't get up until like...
She'd buy him toys. She'd make arrangements with other people to tell everyone the newest.
Yeah. She bought him whatever he asked for. That's why I posted the picture of him, spoiled brat, the other day.
Mm-hmm. That was actually a beyond delightful picture with a very, very weird backstory.
Yeah, I found so many pictures. Because I have like a couple hard drives from all my old computers that I take the information off and put it on external drive.
Yeah, you must have scanned the pictures. I mean, or unless you have the physical photos still.
No, well, at some point I
You thought to
scanned
put them
them
onto a
or so-
flash drive.
But I just have. I was doing a lot of computer work. I still am. I'm locked out of my crypto accounts, right?
Okay.
And I can't get my money.
Oh.
So I'm trying to figure out how to get back in. And I'm going through every freaking folder and file in the computer, and then I run across these hundreds and hundreds of pictures, and I just start looking at them. And
I wonder who took. I mean, not to be an ass, but who took the pictures? Was it Ashley? Was it some random?
Oh no,
They're all very interesting pictures.
Remember, I was a camera guy. Remember, I worked in the camera shop.
Yeah, but you were in the pictures.
Right. So then Ashley was taking them.
Oh, okay. It just that gives it more of a family aspect that
Every-
will be archived.
Every weekend when I went